Hi! Today I'm going to demonstrate for you a fast and fabulous roses card using my new Stampin' Up! Layers of Beauty bundle. The roses, they are so soft and pretty. Come and watch and see how I was able to get them to look like that. The Layers of Beauty bundle is from the 2024-2025 Stampin' Up! Catalog and available to order now. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 23 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. And so mine are the traditional pink, but I did play around with some other colors, and I'll show you that at the end. Here's a closer view of the gorgeous Layers of Beauty bundle. It includes the Layers of Beauty stamp set with these roses that are just breathtaking, the coordinating Layers of Beauty dies, and the decorative masks that you may think of like a stencil. When you order all three of these together using the special bundle item number I've listed right here, you'll save 10% on all of them. And so let me show you about these dies. Very nice. So you've got this big outline one that I'll die cut every bit of that. This whole spray of roses. This is not pictured at actual size. They're only at 85%. And then this is my Million Sales Achiever stamp set. I got to have a part in designing it. And I looked at this rose and thought, that is so gorgeous. Can we isolate just the rose? Stampin' Up! Had never done that before, and so you can die cut just the rose. And very awesome. And then we have some intricate dies, and I asked for this little tag die. All right, and so what I have these stored on is a magnet card from Stampin' Storage. Just a super strong magnet card. It's smooth on the back, so if you wanted to, you could put your stamps right on there too. It's just so much easier to get the dies back onto here than onto those strips of tape that come. And then I just slip them into one of the storage pockets. So Stampin' Storage, it sounds like something Stampin' Up! Would have. It is not. It's a separate company, and I have links under the video to the magnet cards and the pockets for them. And so they have all the products to beautifully organize your craft room like you've never seen. Gorgeous craft rooms and our supplies. And so, like I said, there's a link under the video to that. So I'm not going to use the dies today. Let me show you a couple cards. The first card I did, I used the dies, and I used that big outline one to, die cut the hole in the little tag and the intricate flowers. So beautiful. Kept it very, very soft in the bubble bath. And then the next card, I wanted to isolate the rose because that just excited me so much. And this just turned out so pretty. And I'll have links to both of these cards, to the videos, in the description. All right. And so you'll be able to see how to make these beautiful. Today, I am not going to use the dies as much as I love them. And recommend that you get the whole bundle because it's available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelley.com. It's in the 24-25 Stampin' Up! Catalog, and let me show you on page 57. Gorgeous. You can now get this. And so right here is, for all the bundles in here, the item number where you'll save that 10%, or you can get them individually, but you're going to want the whole thing. So this is on the first page, starting all of the bundles. Yay. All right, so what we're going to do is start with cutting the base of our cardstock. So I have my paper trimmer with the two blades. One's for cutting, one's for scoring, and we will use both. And so what I have here is the basic white thick cardstock because I want white for my base. This is a fast and fabulous card. And so you want the thicker cardstock so it can stand up. When you see this card, they're going to want to put it up on the table, the mantle, a shelf, somewhere to show it off. And so the basic white thick is that same smooth, tight finish as the basic white. It gives you crisp, clean images, but like I said, just sturdier. So this is 11 by 8.5, and I want to cut it in half. I want it to open from the bottom. So I need to cut this at halfway between 4 1/4. So I'll pick this up, slide it over here. So here's 4. That halfway between the 4 and the 5 is the 4.5. Halfway between those two is the 4 1/4. So we're going to put our cardstock on the line, not next to it. Follow it down the whole way because you've got a line the whole way. Make sure that it's squared off. And another great way to make sure it's squared off, you butt it up against this little lip. And we'll take the dark blade, the dark gray, and cut it in half. And like that, I have 2 card bases. Now what we're going to do is put a crease in it, because if I just fold this without that crease, it's going to be all crinkly. It is not a good look. So we'll pick this up again. And if I press from the bottom, it makes it really super easy. So this is 11, so we want to score it in half. So we have 5, and there's 6, and we learned, halfway in between, right, is the halfway mark. So we're going to place it on the line, not next to it. And look, even in this arm, so we can go beyond that 6 inches, there's a grid in there that we can follow and know that we're on it. So now I have the scoring blade. I don't apply a lot of pressure, so I do it 2-3 times. I just don't naturally have a lot of pressure. One of my sweet stampers emailed me this week, and she had just gotten her paper trimmer. Said, "Hey, it's tearing it when I score it." And so after discussion, a couple things, found out that she naturally has a lot of pressure and was pressing really hard. So there's a balance. Not, you want to do it hard enough that you can get the crease, but not so hard you're tearing the cardstock. And so now look at that fold, no crinkles whatsoever. So now we'll use a bone folder to finish the fold, and I like to line up the edges. Do that, and then the bone folder, and give that a nice crisp fold. Look at that. I mean, this is laying so flat, I could stamp right on there easily if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do, because this is my base of my card, I have another layer, and I'm using the basic white thick cardstock again, because I'm going to pop this up, and it's just sturdier. And so I have our Layers of Beauty decorative masks. And we got some decorative masks years ago, and it was using a couple of them to add more color and do the image, and I couldn't get them to stay. I loved them, but I couldn't get them to stay still. And so it was frustrating. And until a friend told me about the waffle flower mat. I picked this up on Amazon, and a complete game changer. So let me say, everything I'm using, unless I tell you otherwise, like the waffle flower mat and the magnet cards, unless I tell you otherwise, like that. Everything that I use is available to order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And so this is a silicone mat, and it keeps our cardstock in place. And let me show you what I did. Because for the placement, I wanted to know where I was going to put it every time. I just took a pen and marked it, and it wipes right off. It's silicone. I was able to just wash it off. So this gives me my placement, so that will hold it in place. And then the decorative masks, well, they're numbered, because we're going to keep, like the name, Layers of Beauty, we're going to keep layering color. And so this is number 1, and then you have the notch, so you keep the notches all in the same. And so now I'll put this up to the lip. The waffle flower is holding the cardstock in place. I will hold the mask in place. And I'm going to start with Bubble Bath. And so I used some other colors, actually the in colors, and it was pretty, but this just made me happier. This felt more like the roses that Grandma grew, but I'm going to show you that in the other colors. All right, so the Bubble Bath, we're going to pick this lid up, slide that in, and I have a small blending brush here. We have the blending brushes in the small. The small are designed for the decorative masks. Really nice. So we're going to load the brush up, just getting all kinds of ink on there. Now, before, when I did I did the daisies in a different color. I'm not going to. This is just a fast and fabulous, and so it's going to be quicker for me to use the same color for all of them. So we're going to rub the color on, and you can make it as deep as you like or soft. You just keep adding color to get it deeper, deeper, deeper. Okay, so like I said, I'm holding the mask. The waffle flower mat's holding the cardstock. So right now this is going to look a little odd, these over here, but it's just so cool. And because instead of a stencil, they're decorative masks because it's masking off the area I don't want to get ink on it. It's only filling it in the exact places. Is that cool? So it's masking it off. And I just can't wait for you to see every step. This just gets better and better and better. So I'm getting these a little bit deeper. There we go. And hey, there's a link under the video to my blog post with this card. And there you will find the measurements and a PDF that you can download, print, and save if you like of the card with the measurements. Okay, I am done with the pretty in pink, so I'm going to pull in this lip, click, and there we go. And look, all right, so there we have it. And we did this without stamping first. And I'm able to do it because I'm keeping it exactly in the same place, and it's going to be so soft. Some people are stamping in a really light color first. I thought, I don't need to, not with my waffle flower mat. So now I have number 2. And look, that's fitting right over because it kept the cardstock in place. I put that in place. And so my next color, Berry Burst. And we're going to pick, you know what we can do is compare this when I'm done to the other card because it's the same in the same colors with the outline and without it. All right, and so I have another blending brush. You really want different blending brushes because I don't want to have to clean the bubble bath, let it dry, and then come back. So multiple brushes. So now we're starting to give it some detail. And it's just, oh, so much fun watching it just get better and better with every step. And so see, it's even giving some shading to, these are going to be blossoms, little buds. Okay. I went pretty deep on that. And we take this away. It's just getting better and better. All right, we're going to continue with the same color because when I do color on top of color, it just gets deeper. That's still exactly where I want it. Number 3, the notch, and back with the same blending brush because we're staying with the same color. So even our centers of our daisies, it's okay, are going to be Melon Mambo. So right there, I've got that little bit to see that little hole. This just fascinates me how these work and how someone was able to design all of that to get the holes exactly where they needed to be to just give us these beautiful images. All right, so let me pull this away. Oh, gorgeous, right? It is. It's so fun. All right, so it's just going to keep getting, like I said, better. So our last color is Granny Apple Green. And I have everything that I'm using listed under the video, so you can get it too. Oh, it'd be helpful if I had a mask. I got all excited. All right, so I have these out of order. We need number 4. Here we go, number 4. I mean, it would have been okay if it had been the other way, but it's just fun to stay in order because it just keeps building the picture. And now look, see, it's going to hit in all the right places. Yeah, you can just envision this already with all the beautiful leaves and stems on there. And so you can have a lot of fun. You can, I could have gone really soft with the green if I wanted. Just not load my brush up as much and not put down quite as much color. Or really deep. You know, there's a lot of control you have. Wait till you see this. Oh, right. All right, and so for our final one, the fifth one, there we go. And now that will add the shading and detail, fantastic, to our leaves. I went pretty deep with the first, so I'm thinking I better go deep if we're going to see any of the detail. And so the same color and the same color, it's more subtle than more subtle than different colors. Isn't that gorgeous? So we'll close that. And you know, you want to hear that click and make sure it's closed. And in this, it's just silicone. It'll wipe right off. No sweat whatsoever. Oh my gracious. And so we do want a greeting on there. And so I've got the tuxedo black. I mean, black is just classic, right? With the God bless. And when I link you to the first, you know, the video for this card, you'll have the whole story of how this stamp set came to be and how special the God bless is to me. And the you make my heart smile. And so I'm just going to come over here, straight up and down. And I have this mounted on a clear block B. This is a photopolymer stamp set. The rubber is clear. And we'll put this away. And we are done stamping. So now let's go ahead and finish putting it together. And I was telling you, I was going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, and that's why I used the basic white thick, so it's just a sturdier card base. And these foam adhesive dots just add so much to our projects. So one in each corner, of course, but I was doing one in the center until I did the paper pumpkin kits. I did a live for that, and it was a sizable piece, and they put them on the side, and I thought, well, that's got to be even better, just all that support all the way around. So to make these easy to pop off, you just take your thumbnail. It can be super short like mine are right now, but it just makes that side pop up. There we go. And easy to get the backing off. All right, so we have our basic white thick with our basic white, and so just a clean and simple card, fast and, whoops, well, wasn't supposed to do that. Wasn't supposed to, but until I press, I'm in pretty good shape, so there we go. Okay, let's try that again. Fast and fabulous. Our Layers of Beauty card with the Layers of Beauty, well, the stamp set and my decorative mask, but honestly, you want the whole bundle, and it's available to order now at my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. So the Layers of Beauty card in the Bubble Bath, Berry Burst, and Granny Apple Green, and then I did try it, and it is pretty. I've got the Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, and Shamrock. These are 24, 26 in colors, and there we go. So it is pretty. It is definitely pretty. Like I said, this just reminds me so much more of Grandma's garden, but I wanted to show you that. And all the in colors are available to order now in my online store as well, www.shopwithshelly.com. If you'd like to make my Fast and Fabulous Roses card, all the supplies are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And when you place your May 2024 Stampin' Up! Order of $50 or more with me, I'm going to send you one of my Layers of Beauty cards. So get on over now to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching. God bless.